We've just come over to see Dale at Stonyton Park Hotel. Start again. Welcome to the Giant Veg channel. We've just come over to see Dale Toten.
Start again.
I'm just going to step out and turn you off.
Welcome to the Giant Veg channel. We've just come over to see Dale Toten at the Stonyton Park Hotel. I think he calls himself the head gardener here.
The head vegetable gardener here.
We just brought over the book, the Giant Veg book. My German's not very good, but it says Rising im Garten und ein Mann wie Zuchet, which is giant vegetables and how you grow them. So Dale's going to have a look and see his celebrity tattoos coming into the book. We're also going to have a chat about how Dale has grown the onions. So we'll have a look in a second at the onion chapter in the book, and then we'll have a look at how Dale is growing his onions. He's got a couple that were in the book and now they've been put in for seed. So what do you do with them, Dale?
So these...
How's your German?
Come see, come sir. So these onions here, these are the ones that... what's the name of the guy that came?
Robert.
Robert, yeah. So when Robert came, these were all sort of dried and pretty much as they would be if you were going to take them to an exhibition or a show. And then the sort of 5 or 6 best shaped ones we kept, repotted, and then they'll start growing like this. Keep them pretty much clean through the winter, and then this time next year we should have our own seed from them.
So you've got five here, and
yeah, I think the idea is that you want at least 3 seed onions to cross, even if they're from the same strain, just to keep the vigour. If you just use one onion or 2, then perhaps the vigour might lessen as the strain gets older.
So you'll have a couple of thousand seeds from these?
Yeah, should have a load, yeah. So should have some available next year, hopefully. And these are all from the Vin fruit strain, which are, is probably one of the best exhibition onion growers probably ever. So I was lucky to get hold of these seeds, and then if I can manage to keep these strain, then I'd be well happy with that.
So you've got some others there that you're growing?
Yeah, so then for the big onions this year, so I'm trying the Cook strain, Barbara Cook.
She went Harrogate, didn't she?
That's right, they went at Harrogate, yeah. So everyone's growing Peter Glazebrook strain, which is probably the best because it's proven and everyone grows it, but just for something different I thought I'd try these. So they're a lot smaller than a lot of people's at this time of year, but I'm trying a few, like literally I've got 6 plants, 3 in air pots just like that.
How are you finding the air pots?
But they seem okay up to now. I mean they're a little bit more of a pain to just shut that door. They're a little bit more time consuming to water, and they take a bit longer to pot up, but they seem okay up to now. They're look pretty much the same. If anything, probably the ones in normal pots are slightly better, but nothing in it yet, not enough to be able to tell any difference. So that's the heavy ones, and then I've got about 40 or 50 in there like that, which I'll try and keep straight and keep really healthy, and they'll be for the exhibition onions. So the plan is this year is to not only grow the giant stuff, but have a go at the quality stuff as well, and then if I can do well in both, then I'll have a break next year.
What, do you mean have a holiday?
Yeah, be able to have a holiday in the middle of the year would be nice. But when you grow all this sort of stuff, you can either sort of half-heartedly grow it and do okay, and still have a family holiday and have a bit of spare time, or if you want to do really well, you've got to put all your time into it and forget holidays for a while, and it's just as simple as that. Because if you don't put as much time in as the other blokes that you're going to be growing against, then they will beat you, won't they?
So your trip over to America last year was your last one in the wilds?
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, I'm not going away again. I told her that.
in your...
Yeah, and then so we'll go and have a look around the rest of the greenhouse.
Is there your secret cave over there?
Yeah, we've got the secret room over there. The thing is that then I just forget about them being under lights, because now the light. So the sun rises at 7 in the morning, and it goes down at say 6. So they're getting 11 hours of daylight. Yeah. So forget the lights are on, they're getting 11 hours of daylight. If they were in a room and you gave them 11 hours of light, you're not giving them any more than they would be. But it's when, like if you started them off with like 20 hours of light, then that's unnatural. And then it dropped down to 11 hours. And that's the same as these. They've had no more than 11 hours a day. And now that the sun is getting to 11 hours a day, soon it'll be 11 and a half, and they'll be thinking, oh, the light's getting longer now. Rather than thinking, oh, I'm getting less light now, they'll be getting more. So they'll be growing into the spring. It's people that just cane them with lights. These haven't been. They've just been...
This is the real land of the giants. What have you got growing in here?
This is where it all gets started in here, Kevin. So everything here is, these are all the show onions. So we've just seen the ones that I put to seed, and then this is the ones that are going to be hopefully for the exhibition class at Malvern, quality stuff. Same as those leeks at the back there. They're pendles, and they're hopefully be okay for the. I think it's the national at Malvern this year.
Yeah.
So if I can get a group of onions and a group of leeks to take there, I'll be happy. Here we've got a few
giant parsnips.
Yeah, a few giant parsnips that have not been up very long. So these are some Betty Black leeks. Never grown those before. So
it looks like they got a little virus in, doesn't it?
Yeah, they probably have. I think most of the leeks have got something in, but as long as they're healthy, it grows out. It seems to. I've not seen them before or grown them, so interesting to see how they do against these. Got a bird of paradise plant here.
Are there any birds in your greenhouse?
That's the only bird yet. Oh, I have actually got another one over there, but this one's just about to flower now, which would be nice. And we got 4 beetroot from David Thomas. David Thomas's seed.
He was close to the world record last year, wasn't he?
Yeah, I've never grown those before, so might get lucky. Getting a couple of the big onions that we've seen earlier. Then we've got some of these. There's one for you there, Kevin.
Which one's for the chef?
That one, if you don't take it out. So that's Kevin's present for coming.
Thanks. Can I have a look at the roots on these?
Yeah, have a look, yeah. If you drop it, it's yours at the moment now, I know that.
When's dinner? So why did you grow in the white pots?
Well, the idea was, actually that was one of Paul Rochester's, little ideas that I took on. So paint the pots white, and then in the spring when you start getting the warm weather, rather than the black attracting the heat, the sunlight, and then the pots getting hot, no roots like that, whereas keep them nice and cool. I don't really think that's made any difference yet, because we haven't had any warm weather, but the roots look happy enough.
The roots are fantastic, aren't they? Have you got vermiculite in there as well as
a little bit of vermiculite, now that they're in bigger pots, just because otherwise I couldn't keep up with the watering. Literally, they were drinking it all quicker than I could keep
What's
up.
the compost in here?
So that's
It's a John Ennis, isn't there?
So that's 4 parts Humax multi-purpose, 1 part John Ennis number 2, like a small handful of charge, and a sprinkling of mycorrhizal on the roots before they got potted up.
Put it away.
Yeah.
I'll run away with this one.
Take that back to Wales. Yeah.
Well, hopefully Wales win later on.
What if they got tiddlywinks? And then we got some smaller ones here, but they look like they're a lot smaller, but I'm sure they'll catch up with those as time goes on. Trying one in an air pot. I'll probably try and grow that one
right the way through.
Yeah, in a 30 litre pot and see if it keeps up. To be honest, that one is the same size as that. So let's see how they compare. Under here we've got these, which are these are the loofah gourds, so that's what we get at the end. Something to wash the pots with.
Do they go into the hotel then for guests?
Yeah, the good ones. So there'll be one of these, like a fresh one in every room, and then all the spare ones I use down here to clean the pots and stuff with. Is what I was saying earlier about keeping all the compost properly on the dry side. Keep it, so you don't get any problems with those fungus gnats and scarab flies and things like that. And so long as what they're sat on is moist.
So underneath here you've got vermiculite?
Yeah, so that's damp vermiculite under there.
It's a fine grade of vermiculite?
Yeah, really warm. So it so under the pots is high humidity, so these are not going to dry out even though the compost is dry, if you see what I mean. They can always find moisture underneath, so it encourages... the
roots just to go searching down.
Yeah. Encourages good rooting.
It's quite warm under here.
Yeah.
What have you got under here?
Now that's one of the hot box heat waves. Obviously it's quite a big area, I do loads of growing on, so you need a big area. And then this now is chilies and loofahs under here at night time. Pull this cover down to that allows me to give all of that a load of light without the leeks and onions getting any extra light at all.
So plenty of chilies growing in there.
There's a few there.
Are there many more in the
yeah, we'll have a look. So we've got these that I sort of sown in the middle of last year, and then just fiddling about with really. And then I've got a little chilli room that I built this year, which is through this way, which is pretty much to so we get them germinated in this, which is probably the best thing I bought.
Yeah, I wish I'd have bought this
years ago.
Yeah.
Best thing ever, really good. You can digitally controlled and just makes germinating stuff easy, doesn't it? So yeah, get all the chilies going in here, and then as soon as they
do you find that the humidity is a problem in there, or you need that for the germination anyway?
Yeah, I think you need it. I have been spraying with so every day when stuff starts drying out, I give it like a bit of this back off stuff, which is like 1 ml per litre, and just spray it across the top of the seed trays like you would, and there's been no damping off, no mould, no nothing, everything's grown really nice, so I recommend that, carry on with doing that. So start them all in there, and then as soon as they start popping...
So what temperature have you got these at?
26.
26.
Yeah,
So it's
quite warm.
about 80.
Yeah, quite. All the vents shut, and then like once or twice a day, just give it all a spray. You've got the humidity up.
You've got vermiculite at the bottom of it.
Yeah,
as
again, vermiculite at the bottom of there.
Better get rid of this out of my hand.
Yeah, and that's for the same difference. Nothing can dry out if it's damp underneath.
So you've got a ginger. Is that ginger?
Yeah, that's just a lump of ginger I had spare just to see if we can get it to shoot.
Did you grow ginger in the hotel?
I haven't grown it before, but it's meant to be easy to grow. So then in here is that's where the chilies go. Really, the one thing I'm going to try and do this year is grow a massive chilli, because there's no world record as such yet, is there? Or there is one, but it's there to be broken. So that's where all these are destined.
There's some pepper dew, paprika.
Yeah, so we got
the paprika ones.
Alma's paprika. We've got some pepper dew, spaghetti, which is a long strain. Big Bertha, which is a really heavy pepper. Got my own Katie seed.
Who's Katie?
Girl I used to know. Got my own jalapeno. That's a bloke I used to know. Was he very hot, was it? Yeah. Then we've got Big J.
Or J Fox?
I'm not sure who Big J is. Someone I know, I'm sure. Then various different random stuff. Some Venezuelan tiger, some Corona space chilies, more paprika, giant yellows, Ross de Mallorca, brown Priscilla, loads of them, and there's more to come in it yet. So
you're going to be growing.
Yeah, go on.
What's this secret orange stuff here?
Oh right, yeah. So this year, all of yeah. So I'll be growing some of these chilies at home this year. I've got 2 greenhouses there. So one completely organic and all grown in soil, and then the other greenhouse will be completely done with this Mills stuff, which they've been kind enough to give me the chance to use. So I thought I'd give it a go and see how they balance up with each other. Exactly the same strains, just grown in the totally opposite ways.
Be interesting to see how you go on.
Yeah, because lots of people are doing hydroponics and doing well, and lots of people are using soil and doing well. So if someone actually grows the same things side by side, then you might actually know you've got something to compare then, haven't you?
So I saw some cork out there.
Cork?
Cork.
Oh, cork choir.
Corkoya.
Oh, cork choir. Yeah. Yeah, okay, we can have a look at that, yeah.
Where is that hiding?
That's in the cotton shed, isn't it?
The last part of the greenhouse store is looking at the cabbage gates.
Yeah.
You had a couple of problems with the chefs last year, didn't you? Chopping
Yeah,
the cabbages.
Yeah, we had 1 or 2 problems, yeah.
Are you going to cut that off?
I'll let them do that in about 6 months' time.
So when is that? When did you plant these?
It'll say on one of the labels somewhere. But it was a bit earlier than last year. These were like late October, early November. But they haven't had any light or heat or anything like that. They've just been grown in
Cold.
in this part. It's the cold greenhouse, but it doesn't get frosted. Just frost free, really. So full sun.
When will these be going out?
About another 4 weeks, something like that.
So
And then they
Start-
the
start of April.
Yeah, probably.
Have a look at the roots. David Thomas literally rips all the shreds
Yeah,
of the roots off.
I do the same. Yeah. So they're the ones for you. So rip all that off, and the leaves. But yeah, that encourages, each root that you break like that should fork then, which in essence is the same as these air pots, which I'm just trying like 2 in, which is it should prune it. Each root should prune itself, but with the proof is in the pudding, isn't it? So we'll see if they work.
So the airpods are taking off the manual breaking of the roots.
Yeah, so brassicas just generally seem to like having a bit of root disturbance before they're potted on or planted out. I found that anyway. So in reality, these air pots should work perfect for them, but like these have only been potted up for the last week. So
Do you think they need firm ground?
I just think that's a bit of an old wives' tale.
Yeah.
I just do. If they have deep ground as fertile, then I think they'd do better. Some people you see will like step all around the stem when you've planted it out, which will
Taking the aeration.
push all the air out and mean that it's either going to stay waterlogged or the water's just going to run away from it. Whereas if it's got deep ground that's fertile, that they can get their roots in. Same with sprouts. Never heal them in. Might hit a stake in if they're a really tall variety, but by healing it in, you're ruining all the work you've done in the soil all year. So I just don't see the point in that.
Have you got an umbrella for us to go outside?
Want it all, doesn't he? Put that everywhere.
Is this your man cave?
Yeah, this is the man cave there.
Is that your summer hat up there, is it?
Yeah, that's the apprentice's hat there. The spiders look after that in the winter.